you see any park Counsellor Lutterodt watching them?
Yeah.
Oh. Counsellor Lutterodt. Yes, I go can't send you or radio so.
When you radio so Kwampo, he went on TikTok live as well. He was also on TikTok live. So
okay.
Simultaneously, yes. When he was on radio speaking after.
No, say who's that Lutterodt will be preaching what he believes in. And be a brand or TikTok live no. That was what he was saying.
TikTok live.
It's your call radio so no. Asem na e baby sa no. Or no of the big crowd saka.
Nala.
And he say in short na some of kind say eye lumba omo tete say esie no oni fie e wo East Legon na no gidi say enye ne kwan so enye right say omo besie lumba wo ne fie especially at the time omanje some authorization from the traditional authorities and nyema na ene say okaka say on the betimi anka youth no omunko lumba fie ho no munko to two bibia na munya ne bana na da makata na nim say original video ni ba ne kata ni
original image ni
na nim da na ni makata
ana obi na ya man
da bi obi anye man no
police for na yesa enya omo feel
no you see when the first picture that came out even was I think said Daily Graphic for
Daily Graphic
yes picture na bar out first and no more nenim issue
and that's what Chemo is saying
but after
if Sandy see there and police for man that means you know what happened someone leaked the photo someone leaked the photo and now also in a rush no ko post your man yeah because they see a picture about and didn't that nanim that hawk plane most mark of papa and jaba say look at
papa and festival as a boy no
now what is the police say what is his crime lawyer waha Chemo shut us your chow shut us your chow yeah friend or say me can tell lawyer say Ochiana pa for life. Chance from Copa.
Minimum so time.
Yes. Now, what is the crime of Counsellor Lutterodt? You really a police report, no? Na yen twaso.
Edino.
Was it police arrest serial George Castinson Lutterodt over alleged viral insightful comments? The Criminal Investigation Department, CID, has arrested serial George Castinson Lutterodt, also known as Counsellor Lutterodt, over comments made in a viral video allegedly inciting some youth to storm the residence of the late high life musician Daddy Lumba. Producer, I heard video no person mintie energy or the kind. I want to see the energy or the kind because the Lutterodt kasa when energy be. Me person mention energy or the kind way. Producer, give me the video quick. Answer your real topic way. As police investigations indicate that the suspect made some comments in relation to issues surrounding the late musician, which are considered offensive and capable of causing a breach of the peace. Why did they use the suspect here?
Because he's not
been convicted, so he's still a suspect. And
in law, you are innocent until proven guilty.
He's not been convicted of what? His innocence of what? Say he did not incite the people
of the charge.
Of the charge. Say you are charging for a crime. And you are charged for a crime. Now you are convicted.
You are a suspect.
You are a suspect.
Pacho, me bisa layman's question.
Okay.
Mo say Lutterodt akasembi. Asem ti the makofana ba. Makoche the handcuff na agunis.
Bracelet.
Na Chemo suspect na aguni handcuff.
Yes.
Based on case,
Exactly what I'm talking about. Case agu handcuff.
You are not the one to determine.
At the time,
God is you are not
the one to determine. And again, the
law is an ass.
Yes. And they can handcuff on so you bet me they go regardless of the case. And only how you act when they were around you.
But I'm not sure Lutterodt acted in it.
You are not sure.
Because Lutterodt case we only invite you and chimpo.
Say omu ne be decide.
Yeah, it's a case where you arrested. We invite.
Say police ni no koche
no lawyer case be yeah arrest me
na say you invite you can come and you can be arrested on the spot.
And so we don't put the handcuff on.
Says who?
Oh, the handcuff na didn't do
handcuff
to restrain you from attacking the policeman. Ya ngu handcuff no abo police ni bi asu.
Police ni na cat blue anoyende.
I like the American police. Almost share na waboa. Obia you are driving under influence. Send your yogu handcuff nefe. Almost say we want to be sure you are not drunk or we want to be sure you are okay. No mama straight line be no see your nice say.
Never fast.
Fast no ma say ma so
sobriety test.
We are no ma say found sa
ego.
Grau zako grau better get grau hey chale enye kromo
hey my friend, if you joke
well, so let's continue with the report.
Okay.
And it says police investigation indicate that the suspect made some comments in relation to the issues surrounding the late musician which are considered offensive and capable of causing breach of the peace. He has since been granted bail, but will be put before the court on Wednesday, 11th March 2026, on the charges of offensive conduct conducive to breach of the peace under Section 207 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29, and inciting violence under the Criminal Offences Act and the Public Order Act 1994, Act 491. And Chief Inspector Bridget Babanao.
Yes.
As Aribalao.
Yeah.
Chief Inspector Bridget Babanao is the Public Relations Officer for the Criminal Investigation Department. She's gone.
We will.
Nah, person can be.
Yeah, I think first charge in a breach of peace, to me a week. A week. By the second one, inciting violence in there. I think they're fitting. By breach of peace, I don't really
because they've not
peace
committed.
By the second charge in there. Strong by first charge in a week.
Okay, director said Ninsaka Ebra na Counsellor Lutterodt Kasem. The director share na person e bedi san komo we.
Chire. Lumba yen to me sie no woni fie da emre bie ni emre na ya hihye nyina ma efu no minim. Medjuma na me ye no. Yakon ni nya cause of death. Yade ne ku no enye yade bia nkrofo be hwe wa be mo mu bia. Ye ma ho kwa ma ye bie wani but say ye yale bia obi be hwe enframa bo a obanye bia ye di glass to wani manti ye bie wani enye decoration who kwa ye bia si na ya kata ni pale ni glass na ye bie si se nkofo hwa enye decoration bad barrier act from the health ministry. The only way to prevent others from getting infected is to glass the face. Number 2, in Ghana, once there is a communicable disease, yale bi a betumi assign se nipa na wi bia mu e pro a e betumi assign no ye o ba bia yesie e san se ye ma o sa ba bia obesie na ye wo nyama ye de gu form ye de disinfect body no enti enye mu bia yesie na entro enya demudie ne krono ene konan na bia ye hihya asie enti obi etumi ma permit ma ye kosie corona body e wo su samatwe nyam be tue mu nyina kama ko ba ejimi fo no ya dos ya ye dia che ejuma dey ene ya shasi o sha ena they want trend they want YouTube on YouTube ko o YouTube ye kan no kura dem TikTok ayi no money ba ayi na TikTok ba ene ye gigi scammer onya ayi ska onye ha ye trending biomo ayi tisen kwasi asem ne ya dos ena mama akwasi asewa de ena abin obedi onye no bedi then abin Odo bro ni me catch ya say mun bisa ni say me boa. O me enko court am fa document ni bra. E da ma me ne kraman car no. Ah ye ni ba hospital ho. Ye yi ni fi ho no. Lumba end to me hwe no. Na ye lumba mpla. Sister wa wale o. Eni empese ye ni lumba ko follow no. Na only lumba na ti se mpla. Na ma those times a ma eba no. Obehu wo. She was just serving lumba. Na or you win now. Yeah, na ye didn't know honor mungo bisa sel na boating.
But if it is true that Lumba, as is alleged, has been buried in the house, I want to ask the gang boys in Accra that we shouldn't wait for the police. Let's move to the resident of Lumba, and I'm calling action now for the desecration of the land. Walk to the house with pickers. We're not fighting in the human being. Enter the resident of Lumba, and let's find where the body has been buried.
No, but by so doing, what will be fear? You invite you. I will need to me say. So mind you. No. Let's leave it in the hands of the police.
Ajingo. No. Wow. Alandia. Was that me? No.
Alandia man. They open on now. Why?
And my pastor no person no be shim. Say the video.
Why Juma?
Aha, because for me it's a video.
Emra na.
No nim. No. Wow, eti I see omonfa pickers. No mun ko lumba fi.
No mun bongura lumba fi.
Where chamo me no ya dwen say first charge no. And no landing. Second charge no and land.
Yeah.
Because all inciting.
Yes.
Mun fa pickers na mun lumba fi. Na mun ko itutu body no. Hey.
Ena sadly on signing baby pote crab body ni she. Into omuko tutu fi obasa na.
Yes.
Eke na so minim baby ehye. Nti ye kwa mekere mo na motua. No kra anka be boa kakra. And then ka o charge no kra be yi. Ba we no wunim baby ehye o. Nti no wo betumi tutu fi obasa kra. Ebi kra so na nsa anhye ho.
I see. Ma yesi wa be patch o.
And eka process. So I wouldn't madi.
Ya shishama no.
Sa.
Director, yeah, share a chop and share now or the Emeton conversion then come on. Those by beginning now. What is Counsellor casting sin Lutterodt George is Eka? What's he saying?
Ian no Eddie Komo Kakra. Counsellor, what me ka? Yamwajo eba ekwanso jojo so. Yami adomboko na nswe.
So you come.
Onana wama ya worried pa if you know na ju sabe si Sabrina ya worried pa. Na
ano from juma ye ya kaza tintin ya do from na mu yi. Upona ko du fi exam da adana. Wan ko fi so a.
Counsellor, Sabrina me no kasa me gidi se ba bia wo bia wo ye okay.
Oh,
you okay, one.
I don't be the key. I didn't say
okay. Now, I am no pressure and ra a posy fortune suffer.
The lambato, I mean, a posy fortune suffer, the crown yet at me. And the emergency and the Meko and Rabo. That's a young commodity. I am Kennedy TV acquaintance. Any social drama. I think video be about in one summoner woman and yet and mass and Vienna yet came Ghana had in Tibrane, Misa. I am here a one kind. The problem the whole team are the kind. She's from just red. And then I'm a coin. I'm going to say in our
okay.
And they see it run.
Okay.
But the tension in the you come with a course, radio commodia 80, and media me 3 hours and come with you. But then say, baby, I'm not there. Baby, Catalan, go ye. 80 son uncle ye, all of those for them, she margin the bathroom. And me pound chow. And I'm sure, The idea needs no to be a man and be an account of an again. Ranchiano will be uncle for you. Uncle, yes. And it's him, Uncle Family, and myself, and I'm a kind. As I'm a kind of, I don't really want to repeat it again.
Exactly.
Remember you, no friends and Anna. The American man can ye. So we can as a man can ye cry. And Mobra. And yet, I dare say, Nanka is facing commodity. Ma obitumi for ye home. It is yanky as for you. The chopper can see a troll. Ma a chief for you now, Mamuti, a manchini. As I the chopper can see also Emma Ghana Police Security Services in the the choir was why a fatty away. That's only the community in the corner. No action change yet, but it be a pure on it. It's a pound chance. Ever chance. It's for it. The real desire. No couldn't sign it back.
Nti na chese Counsellor Lutterodt anu ho ewo asemo a wo kan ya nam so ama police fo ato won sa frɛ no no.
Yes,
Ye beda se watena se ahunu se wasem no wanka niye na wagye atum se wanka niye. Megidi se empanyimfo nso ebete eye wa apology na omo.
Well, so that was the whole story. In fact, we gave you the story bit by bit for you to understand it very, very well. Entiampa, Counsellor Lutterodt, charge a man for, or incite a man for so monko. Attack!
Or Sanchera or Mo, a you crow Monfa.
Weapons.
Tools and equipment.
Let's invent it. When I lawyer, let's invent all the SU.
We all Casa, no Casai. I mean, say, oh, a Ibicra and Kawino, who bet me advice, say, and Kofubi and board charge, like Omon Fanco court and Amco court order say, Yamon Koshif your home 2 1. I know a legal process. Court to beat me, I can say, hey, free or corner, oh, as I'm them found into no winter mean, and I say, based on argument, I obey. Me find the Counsellor Lutterodt, good information. And all your argument is said there are issues I say address based on the fact say baby o masie funu ye nyane sa in fact there are laws against it. So obey krana there should be permits before you can do that. And I say even by tradition like he tried to argue your tradition and permit it. Okay. And in Ghana laws so your customary laws are here juma. And it's a tradition within a particular area there are certain things that you can't do. So obey your crana you need permission. Now all your good argument court to me I can say why not? Young conqueror say almost say no harm pa and I say and yes say almost say no crana. What should we do to rectify whatever wrong I did this or my but the open saw the 2 minutes on them and now shows them now all my instructions like he did. Because on your specific, one specific cry be a little because oh, it was an imaginary baby and all but we did or group of people be and also among for pickers. Now among ko bongra or beefy as I unlawful entry.
Yes.
Was there more beefy? Yes. Or being co raho now on time quiet at their own sign yes sure of where it is. One sign says they be a mokwa. Corner ne so right side and now left side.
A friend is a tiles green. A honor share and I be bintino. Omoko ya no master 8 to 2 and I said intino. Obviously one hour who said one can ye intino ababe patch or intino. Now ye better agent said you know whoever is in charge no e kan ye no intino ye hwe okoko to ade be sinti lessons e woman say o kasa hwe ano ne kasa yi because o kasa betimi e de wa ato amane mu ti say de e bi ato Counsellor Lutterodt. Okay, Ro. In your case, what do you also see? You see? I don't know if you guys read an earlier piece by Socrates Troy about Sasamia
Ebu being trapped by
after Assembly C.
He
wrote an earlier piece. Counsellor Lutterodt is fond of doing some of these tribal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
You should stop that
yes,
tribal sentiment.
yes.
You see,
Yes.
for me, the like the impulse of what Counsellor Lutterodt was trying to drive, me, I agree with him until sa statement, make it more peke. You see, because I listened to an extended version aside the incitement, and I totally agree with him, especially with the conversation about permits and how some of these things are done. You get me? Okay. So for me, not a year say at this point, if whatever he was saying is true, like devoid of the incitement, if whatever he was saying was truer, then this is going to add up to the disgrace of Daddy Lumba the more. Because you see, even aside Counsellor Lutterodt, the traditional rulers of the land can go for a court order and go and assume the body.
Until they can present
a
something
solid case.
Reasonable
but you
what
see,
they are saying
but
is
you
true.
see, the funny thing is that
you can't go for fishing expedition.
No, you can't. But a police can also get a permit to search, a warrant to search, a search warrant.
When you have a reasonable suspicion.
And let me tell you where this reasonable suspicion is coming from. One, when the man was buried, and Ebusuapeni was asked where the man was buried, he denied, said the two places, the Pakoso and whatever, okay. Of which people who live there can even attest to the fact, say, okay, they don't know where the man was buried there. Now, the only place that is left, say, okay, a possible locations are as speculated, of which recently, time akubami akosia say one Papa Shi Moka so mo be second funeral no celebration of life. Ebusuapeni went to file an application for injunction. Okay. Mo court last week and the spokesperson of Ebusuapeni was interviewed. And Oka said Daddy Lumba, according to him, he said Daddy Lumba was buried in his house at East Lagos. That is what the person said. And this is a spokesperson for Ebusuapeni. Ebusuapeni Tupac Nankasa spokesperson said this on camera in an interview. So if you want a like almost person who based on something, so far that is the material they are basing on. But say it is not solid enough. But then
because say nipano say okobusa not
meboa
na say also okay it could be true into okoya ehin na okutu.
Exactly.
Because somebody should point where it is.
Exactly. Chemo, I understand where you are coming from. So before a judge convince unless a judge will pen his or her signature, say, okay, I am appending this search warrant. Go and search,
Yes.
Then there should be like
somebody or a part of Ebusuapeni group or Becca say, I really know where.
So my own is that before these traditional rulers will embark on this move. Already, Ebusuapeni and his people, have started giving themselves away.
Okay.
In that manner. And I may count.
Okay.
I am not talking about whether they can do it or they cannot do it, or whether they can obtain the permit or not. It is possible they can obtain the permit. But my point is, say Ebusuapeni spokesperson, etimi babe kasa loosely, sir, in that manner. Say, oh, yes, it is the beginning of people now secretly investigating them.
Okay.
That is what I mean. Because for the traditional rulers to be able to get permit to go and search the house, they now need to infiltrate into the circles of the family and get people who can give them the right information as to what they are really looking for. And up and down, it is still adding up to the disgrace of Daddy Lumba.
I know.
Into say, Ebusuapeni, in his wisdom, felt say, oh, he was even doing this at the blind side of people. If supposedly if that is even true, say he was doing it at the blind side of people poor, just to save a certain situation. He probably just traded solutions. So
Okay.
when saving any situation of which one the one that will come subsequently, you know, may be a bigger disgrace than what he was even trying to prevent.
Okay.
So for Counsellor Lutterodt, me tia them come on and said no. Later on, Rankasa who said that be we didn't question. So the subsequent conversations now have all in we are going to report to the CID. We are going to obtain permits. Satan we did car to bomb
Amanaji bunyan
di maya. To pay no we did car to pay any.
I see.
Intinka asem way or kind. And can say on need the necessary authorities kodin komompo ashe how best they can even go to the house. So okay, you are dealing with the necessary authorities. Everybody indirectly or directly knows say okay, you are talking about the people who have even police car cannot just wake up and enter into the residence say
Okay.
Intino for me there now are two bomb but no ejuma
na no atwiso.
ejuma na and ehun ejuma na oye no.
Sir, Eviase, Oma Casa Bebre, or dead now one apply breaks. Sometimes, one not me tree.
Any day.
I say, Uchika, one day we are dang with the battery baby. Aha, 1 point chibi be akra obi at the barbecue. I think they've been out to Counsellor Lutterodt. Say one day na nanke ba. This was bound to happen at Abba. But Yami Adam Gusu eco process name or see Obeko court, you know, and I say a seminal Ebeko court rather, let me put it like that. And tia chain yakaku, the Abako Sina Fina, Abania Bedinkomo.